Everybody, it's Jenny, and I am back with you today to share how I planned this week in my memory planner. As you can see, I have all of the new supplies from the Happy Memory Keeping collection, the new Happy Memory Keeper, the big Happy Planner, all the stickers, the stamps, the papers, all of that. So that's what I'm going to be working with today as I plan this week, and I am super excited about it because it's something new and it's really fun to try new ways to make things work. So I know that I love memory planning. It's just kind of like my favorite thing. It's like this treasure to me. And so I'm really, really excited to do it in this new album and see how it works. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really excited to use all the new stickers and stuff too. Now, I'm planning on using the stamps as well today, but we'll see how it goes as we plan through the week. Sometimes it doesn't end up the way that we want, but you know how that goes. Anyway, I already have my photos printed on my Canon selfie printer. And if you have any questions about how I print my photos, you can scroll back to like June of 2016 in my videos, and I have how I print my photos. It's a step-by-step guide, and it's exactly the same way that I've been printing photos for like 5 years. So it's really fun, it's really easy, it's cost effective, it's just a great way. And even if you're going to print them at, say, like Walgreens or Sam's Club or Costco or something like that, you could still use the method I use with the collages to get the smaller photos on one 4x6. So I've laid out where I want my photos to go based on the days that the things happened, and I'm going to just use my really sticky Scotch ATG adhesive to adhere the pictures down to the page. It's kind of random in that these are the days that the events happen, and I try to keep them fairly close. Like if it's a nighttime activity, I try to have it in the bottom. But you know what? I really didn't give it a whole lot of thought, just as long as the whole thing looked good together and it was generally where the things were. Now I'm flipping through the dates just to get kind of a handle on how I'm going to notate the different days during the week. I want to see if it'll work with the red, white, and blue theme that I'm using for this week. Now, one of the first things that I really want to do is I want to focus on that evening photo on Tuesday. And that is the 4th of July, but it's a little fireworks photo. And so I know in the book there is a whole sheet of gold foil fireworks. And I thought that it would be really super fun to include that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 4th of July photo up in the morning. And obviously it was a holiday, so we actually did have one activity other than, the celebration, but I'll get to that in a little while. So I'm going to place the fireworks, then layer on top of it the sticker that says fireworks. And I'm not finished there, it's just kind of the jumping off point and where I'm starting with this. Sometimes I will get a vision throughout my week or when I look at it a little bit further or get some more ideas. Sometimes I just have to look at the whole finished picture before I can see what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to continue by planning the week, and I knew that I wanted to add the tiniest bit of journaling with this photo and those stickers. So I just added that red speech bubble right there. I mean, I only needed like 2 words. It's not like I needed an entire box to convey what I was saying. So that worked out well, and it works together with those and the color palette, and the cluster looks really good together. So now it is onward and upward for the rest of the planning, and I have some ideas of some things I want to do, but I'm going to start with the rainbow sticker book, and this is the classic one because I knew I didn't want to fill the entire boxes. I knew that I wanted to just have them be part of the boxes, if that makes sense, so I didn't want them to be as wide as the boxes, so I'm just using the classic ones. Now I covered the text on that sticker box with the date sticker, and I use that trick all the time in terms of if there's text I don't want and text that doesn't work for me, just cover it up. It's no big deal, or cut it off. You don't have to use the stickers the way that they're intended. You can use them the way that works best for you. So now I need to add more for the activities that were on Monday, and so I want to vary the color palette. So I'm using a red, white, and blue, but I'm going to use a couple of different shades of blue because I didn't want it to feel too matchy-matchy or too overly coordinated. I just want it to have a, I guess I want it to be coordinated. I just don't want it to be too singular. So I love having the couple of different colors of blue with the red, and I feel like it gives it a much more festive feeling. Now I also love to vary the stickers that I use. So I use the full box, I use that arrow, and then I also used the little bullet point. Again, I just like the eclectic look of that as opposed to everything feeling exactly the same. Obviously, you have to do what works for you, but for me, that works out really, really well. Now I moved that arrow to the top of the box so that I could embellish the rest of that box a little bit further if I so chose to later, or if I was going to add some more embellishing or add some more journaling. So I just like to give myself space to do either of those things, but if I get things too spread out, activities and events and things, then I can't really do that. So here I'm going to fill the box with the gold foil fireworks just because they're really cute. And how often do you get to use fireworks stickers? Not that often. So I might as well go ahead and use them on the 4th of July. Now I didn't have too much to notate on Wednesday either, so I decided to use this other full box sticker on Wednesday. So I'm going to peel up the tiniest little corner of the fireworks just so I can get this behind it and the fireworks on top of it. Now that part is all set, but I still have plenty of room to add the rest of the activities that I need to add there because I didn't have any photos for Wednesday. Now it does take me a little bit because I have to flip through and find the right things, and sometimes I'm a little bit, how shall I say, a little bit, should I use red, should I use blue, should I use gold? So I can't really quite get it without thinking about it a little bit first. So, and again, changing up what I'm using. So first starting with the bullet point just to keep it simple and to keep it light, but then also being able to build upon that with the different stickers that I use throughout the week with the activity. Now I am just using all Happy Planner stickers this week. I'm not using any stamping or anything like that. And I do want to use this game day sticker to notate a baseball game. So I wasn't exactly sure where or how to place it. In the end, I did end up using it in a linear fashion. However, I did layer it with the 4th of July sticker over on the Tuesday morning. So I was happy with that because it did still have that cohesive look that I was looking for. Now I love using the circle stickers in the middle of the lines that divide the boxes. I just really like the way that that looks. It kind of gives it that sort of, kind of like a clipboard, you know how you have that clip at the top of the rectangle, but this is obviously much, much different. And so it was fun to add that right there and still have that full box open, giving that really fun playfulness that that sticker has. Now I'm finished basically with Wednesday, so I've added the extra things that I had going on and those types of things. And now I'm flipping through one of the very first sticker books, which is really funny because we're, just a little over a year when those first sticker books came out, and now they're just really super old, or they feel super old because there's been several releases since then. But they are still super valuable and so many great stickers in there, so I absolutely love going back to those and using them as well. So I layered one sticker on top of the Friday photo, and that's absolutely something that's great to do, especially if that part of the photo is not important. So like in this case, the building was not at all important. What was important was the car. And so I was able to notate the activity right on top of the unimportant part of the photo. And I kind of love it because it's really different. It's not something I've been doing a whole lot recently. So, and then using that banner as well is also very different. So it's just fun to branch out and to try new things, or maybe go back to old things that you used to do a lot and then maybe aren't doing so much anymore. So I would absolutely, if I were you, give myself permission to look at my old planners like from 6 months ago or 8 months ago and see what I was doing and what I can reincorporate into my planning, either memory planning or regular planning. Now I'm putting this full box sticker down in the center. It's actually on clear sticker paper too. I know that that's hard to tell, and it's a very, very fine red and white stripe, and I really like it. It adds that sort of, it calls to you on that second page. Now do you see those checklists? I'm going to cut the sticker in half, and I'm going to use the particular half that's gray, white, gray, and I'm going to stick it down to write an activity. But then I realized not too far into it that this actually didn't happen on Friday. It actually happened on Thursday. So I'm going to pull the sticker up and then move it down to Thursday just so that it is much more accurate. Now the new sticker books are really, really beautiful, and one of the tricks here is that because it's 4th of July and you're focusing on or I'm focusing on a red, white, and blue color palette, there aren't a ton of red, white, and blue things in these new sticker books. There are a lot of cool colors and a lot of pastel colors, which is great. I love them. They're gorgeous. But so reaching back into some of the other books that I have is really fun because I'm able to pull from stickers that I still have that match this particular color palette. So for example, this one has lines, it's perfect for journaling, and then has that little gold band around the outside, and the gold foil really shines and it looks great. So I absolutely love using it, and it works perfectly for my journaling needs as well. So now this photo, I realized totally did not even happen on this day. I just sort of misprinted it, didn't even mean to. I can't get it up. So I decide quickly that I'm going to stop messing with it. I'm just going to place the new photo when I print it over the top of it. So you won't actually end up getting to see that, but it worked out fine. It wasn't even a problem. So I just made sure it was all adhered down really nicely. And so then I put the correct photo right on top. Now I'm looking for a sticker for Saturday morning and I end up with this one and it's super cute. But again, I don't need the text on it, so I need to flip through and see what sticker I can use to cover up the text because it doesn't really go with how I'm going to use the sticker. So the cool thing is that in this teacher sticker book there are some blank little label stickers and it'll work just fine to cover up that little bit of text that I don't need right there. And then of course I can embellish it further with something else. So there you go, an aqua little label covering up the text. You wouldn't even know it. And then now I can move forward with the rest of the planning. Now I passed over those photo corners and I thought, that might look really great here. So I just added the little photo corners to 2 corners. I didn't add it to the entire box, though there would be nothing wrong with adding it to the full box. It would look really super cute. And then I just added one little simple circle sticker right there and then wrote my activity on the sticker. It's really super different. It's not something that I have even really done before, at least in my memory planning. So it looks fantastic. I'm very happy with it and I'm glad that I chose those corner stickers because I like the way that they look right there. So now we're going to continue on and I need to finish up sort of that lower right hand corner. There's some space there and I need to finish a little bit more in terms of writing the rest of my stuff down. So I'm still flipping through the sticker books and trying to find something that might work, and this real life sticker pops up and it's perfect because the photo that's supposed to go in that space above it is a complete and total real life photo. So I love it right there. When I cover it up, it is going to be just the perfect little cluster with that sticker and that photo as well. Now, one of the things that I was really wanting to use is these red and white and blue bomb pops. I don't know why, but I just find them to be particularly adorable. So I thought that it might be fun to make a date cluster with them. So I put 2 of those together and had sort of the bases meet up, and then I added the little date sticker at the bottom. And so that's now what I'm doing is I'm going back through and I'm adding the dates to the rest of the days that don't already have it. So the 3rd and the 4th do have it, so I don't need it there, but the rest of the week does. And so the ones that have red, white, and blue or red and blue stickers that would work fine, I'm using those. And then otherwise I'm using the clear stickers. And if there is a red or blue little icons at the bottom of those sheets, there are little plain stickers like an asterisk or polka dots or something like that. I can also cover that as well. And you'll see that right here on the 6th where I do that. So I have the 6th and then I'm going to put that blue and white polka dot and then I'll cover that with a 6. Now I'm probably shooting myself in the foot using so many 6s, but I have the stamps and that kind of stuff too to go forward in the future, so I think it'll be okay. So now I'm finished adding the dates and I'm finished with the adding my activities and my journaling. So I'm going, or not my journaling, but my photos. So now I'm going to add my journaling. So I'll just use my magnetic ruler on my self-healing mat, and I'm going to draw my lines using the PaperMate Flair. And I'm going to have quite a few lines because I'm sort of doing an overview of a visit that my in-laws paid, so I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room to write that all out. So now for the journaling itself, I'm going to use the Tombow Twin Tone Markers, and I'm going to use the fine tip in red. And I thought it would just be really fun because I do love my black lines, but the red is just kind of a fun, unexpected pop right there. So thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and watching my video. I really genuinely appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.